At the edge of endurance,
Ayyub stood firm. The Quran tells us in Surah Sad 38:41 how he called upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala amid suffering. His patience outlasted Shaytan's relentless trials. This is that story. A tale not of despair, but of profound trust that inspires every believer facing hardship.
long before the trial,
Ayyub was known for his devotion. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had blessed him with abundant wealth, a loving family, and perfect health. He was a grateful servant who remembered his Lord in times of ease. This grounding sets the stage for the test to come.
the lands he inhabited
Were fertile and kind. His days were filled with peace and prayer. Yet unknown to him, a conversation in the heavens would soon change his world forever. Shaytan had observed his piety and saw it as a challenge. In the divine court, Shaytan argued that Ayyub was faithful only because of his blessings. Remove them, he claimed, and the man would falter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in his wisdom, permitted the test, knowing the outcome. This inciting moment would prove pivotal.
one by one.
The calamities descended. Messengers brought news of lost herds and destroyed crops. The wealth that defined his status evaporated like morning dew. Ayyub responded with the words of the patient. To Allah we belong, and to Him we return. Then came the most heartbreaking blow. A violent wind collapsed the house upon his children. In one moment, his family was taken from him. The grief was immense, yet his tongue spoke only praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His heart remained connected.
Disease followed,
afflicting his body with painful sores. He was left isolated as others feared contagion. From a position of honor, he now sat on the outskirts of his community. Still, no complaint escaped his lips.
his wife stayed by his side,
Witnessing the decline, she eventually suggested he ask Allah for relief. But Ayyub reminded her of the years of ease they enjoyed and refused to hasten the decree of his Lord.
days turned to weeks,
Weeks and months. The pain intensified, but so did his reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He remembered the stories of previous prophets and drew strength from their examples of resilience.
Shaytan,
Seeing his efforts failing, approached in disguise. He whispered doubts and false hopes. Yet, Ayyub recognized the deception and sought refuge in his Lord. The devil's schemes were turning against him.
in the depths of his affliction,
Ayyub raised his hands in prayer, as mentioned in Surah Al-Anbiya 21:83. My Lord, indeed adversity has touched me, and you are the most merciful of the merciful.
the response from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was immediate.
In the divine plan, he was instructed to strike the ground with his foot. A spring of cool water emerged for healing and refreshment.
His body was restored to health.
His family was returned to him, even more beautiful than before. His wealth was doubled, as a sign of divine favor for his steadfastness.
The Quran confirms
In Surah Sad 38:44 that we found him patient, excellent servant. Indeed, he was one repeatedly turning back to us. This climax shows the power of patience.
Ayyub
Emerged from the trial not bitter, but wiser. He understood that tests are temporary, but the reward for patience is eternal. His story teaches us to hold on when times are hardest.
Scholars note
That his affliction lasted years, according to some traditions, but the Quran focuses on the quality of his response rather than the duration. It was enough to outlast the enemy. This narrative appears in multiple surahs, underscoring its importance. It serves as a beacon for all who face illness, loss, or hardship. Patience is not the absence of pain, but the presence of faith. In our modern lives, the trials may differ, but the response remains the same. Turning to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with trust as Ayyub alayhi salam did, brings relief in ways we cannot imagine. The forgotten aspect is how Shaytan was the one ultimately defeated. He could not break the Prophet's spirit. This reveals the limits of evil when met with sincere reliance on the divine. As the dust settled on the restored lands, Ayyub ASM lived his remaining years in gratitude. His example echoes through centuries, reminding humanity of the virtue that never fails. Visualize the golden fields returning fuller than before, the laughter of children filling the air once more, all because one man chose patience over despair in his darkest hours. The sky that once seemed silent had answered. Mercy had enveloped the patient servant. Ayyub ASM stands as a testament to the promise that with hardship comes ease. Reflecting on this Quranic account fills the heart with hope. It shows that no test is beyond what we can bear with Allah's help. The patience of Ayyub alayhi salam truly outlasted Shaytan and left a legacy for all time. If this story of Ayyub alayhi salam has touched your heart, share it with others as an ongoing sadaqah jariyah that continues to spread benefit. Subscribe to Sacred Ayat for more such profound Quranic stories, and comment below telling us which prophet's story you want to hear next, so we may bring it to life.